guys, thank you so much for watching. Welcome back to my channel. I have for you today my favorite Apple accessories video. So just a little disclaimer, everything that I'm going to talk about actually isn't Apple brand. It's all of the accessories that I like that are like aftermarket brands to accompany my Apple products. So I have the 38mm Apple Watch Series 1. I have the iPhone 7 Plus, and I have the 9.7 iPad Pro. So, oh, and also the Apple Pencil. So all of these items, I found a bunch of little things that kind of help them to make them more useful, more efficient, you know, and I just think you'll get more out of your devices if you have these things. So these are my top favorite, you know, little accessories that I think can definitely help you if you have any of these devices. So first off, I definitely want to talk about this case. This is the Loopy case, and so I have the rose gold marble effect color, but that's only half of why it's so awesome. Well, the big reason why this is so awesome is because if you have a big phone like I do, it can be really cumbersome to text. You know, your thumb, especially if you have a short little thumb like me, you're always sliding all over the place, and dropping your phone is very easy to do. Not so with this little loop. This little loop, it's like rubber. You can fit one finger in or two. I had another case from Amazon, and it was like a diamond back case, and it had like a really pretty ring to it that I really liked. And since I liked that I could fit, it almost looked like a little wedding ring when I had it on. Since I could fit one finger in there, that made it more useful. But actually, since this one's even bigger, it kind of makes it even more useful. So however it feels more comfortable, that's the way that, you know, that I use it at that time. But I promise you, if you have a big phone, once you use a case with a little loop on it, or maybe those sticker, you know, those little sticker knobs that they have now, or a ring, it just makes a world of difference. Your phone feels a lot more stable. I'm always have my hands full of something, if it's with my son or my bag or my purse or whatever I happen to be carrying. My hands are always full. So I actually end up carrying it a lot like this when my hands are full, or, you know, if I have my water bottle on me, I end up carrying it a lot like this, which is really helpful too. So like I said, I promise you, if you get a phone with a little loopy on here, a little ring, or a little holder like this, you're going to love using your phone that much more. So that has been super helpful. Another thing that I have found helpful is just this little, it's called, the brand is WizGear. The brand for this is actually Loopy. The brand for this is WizGear, and it's a really strong magnet. And then it comes with a couple of these size magnets. And so all you do is you actually put it in your case. So as long as you have a smooth case, you won't have a problem. Remember I told you I had that like diamond back case? Well, that one, because it had so much texture to it, the magnet had trouble sticking, but as long as you have a smooth case, you won't have that problem. So it's got a sticker on here. I don't mind if it's kind of floating around. I don't want to stick it on my phone. So I just stick it on here, and then you can just put your case on. But what this does is, like, if you're using GPS, like me, I use GPS all the time, you can just stick these little prongs in your heater or your little air conditioning vent in your car, and then it sticks to the magnet back here. And then so you can have, instead of having like one of those big, you know, a holder devices to stick your phone in, you can just move this guy around if you wanted to have your phone sideways, or if you wanted to have your phone straight up and down, if you wanted to move it from one, you know, the left side to the right side, you just stick this little guy in your vent, and then he can stand straight up. So that's been really helpful. Like I said, when I'm using GPS and driving, or if I'm using the speakerphone for whatever reason, that's been really nice. And I like that, you know, you don't see the magnet, it just sticks on there. And then Amazon, I got almost everything here, I think, on Amazon. So I'll put links to everything below if you guys like anything. But they have different little prongs. So just look at your heater vent in your car and then see what kind of prong, you know, matches your car best. But this one works really good for me, Whiz Gear. And this was like $7. But again, it's made it even more useful. So next on my list is actually headphones. So normally when you have the 7 Plus, you guys know they took out the audio jack in there. It's not a huge deal to me because it comes with this little adapter. You know, your 7 Plus will come with this little adapter, and then you can just plug in whatever headphones. So whenever I had these in my purse, you know, I just had them all together, and it was never a big deal. I was never really looking for this guy because it was always attached. So I have discovered though that Bluetooth headphones are way more amazing than this. So I remember, you know, being at the gym and kind of like fiddling with my cord on the treadmill, or, you know, just arranging it, or it would get caught up in my hair or whatever the case may be. Bluetooth headphones are the solution to that. So not just any Bluetooth headphones, but the kind that have this band that goes around your neck. This one has 2 little flexi bars here, and I feel like that helps make it so much more comfortable. So yeah, so you just put it on like that. I always forget that it's around my neck, so it's that comfortable. This is from the brand Insignia. I did get this at Best Buy. I believe it was $30, so it wasn't crazy expensive. And then the reason why I got this one in particular, a lot of them have headphones that kind of hang down just all the time, but I didn't really care for that because I didn't want them to get tangled up in my bag. So these have a little button here, and you can just slide them right up. So they'll coil back up, you know, inside the headphone here, and then you just pull them out as you need to. So you can just use 1 or you can use 2, but I am using this all day. So I probably got my first like actual Bluetooth when I was like 17 maybe, when I started driving. I've gone through so many of these. One, they're small. I don't ever really lose them. My husband loses these all the time. I can't. I'm gonna have to get him some of these because he's just lost so many of these. I never lost mine, but I have like the tiniest little baby ears. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but everybody like makes fun of me. My mom, my sister, everybody, because I have the tiniest little ears. That being said, I've gone through so many Bluetooths and they all hurt my ears really bad. I've bought little tiny attachments for them, little jelly attachments, and everything just makes my ears hurt really bad. So this is like the perfect solution to that because it's just like little jelly headphones. So they never hurt my ears. So I can be on the phone, you know, on hold with somebody or making work phone calls all day. And it is so comfortable to just have these guys in here. I don't get that ear pain. And before, you know, I would have this guy in my ears 4 or 5 hours and it would hurt really bad when I took it out. So I am loving this, especially and for at the gym. You know, you don't have to fiddle with the cord. You can have your music, you can answer your phone calls, you know, you can watch YouTube videos, and it's super like incognito. You can just slip it in here, you know, slide this guy in and you are good to go. So I am super, super happy with this purchase. Like I said, I know that they have lots of like aftermarket of these. I like Insignia. I have a few other technology things by this brand and I like them a lot. 3 easy buttons. You can hold the power button down. And then there's a volume on here as well. Love these headphones. So really easy. Oh, another thing, these have like a 10-hour battery life. A lot of different headphones and stuff, they just have crappy battery life. I want to be able to use this for a couple days if I forget to charge it. This one does just that. Super happy with it. Moving on to my Apple Pencil. Right here, this little guy, I showed you this in my Apple Pencil video. I used to have a purple one, but my son lost that one. So I got this one. I actually like my purple one a little bit better because it covers the entire little tip. This one, it does the same thing. I just felt like the purple one was more secure. So I kind of like the purple one, so I'll link both of them because you might like this one better, but it does the same thing. I just like having peace of mind that when I'm charging my iPad, these 2 little pieces are going to stay together all the time. So it seems like a simple little thing, but honestly, like I said, when you're dealing with little pieces and a $100 pencil, you want to make sure that your stuff is taken care of and together. Speaking of having everything together, I love this little band case. There's so many different cases that you can buy. This particular one I like because, well, it's rose gold. and then I can clip it, but it has the band on here, so I always keep it together with my iPad. So I always have these two together. I know you can have like another little separate case that has the extra tips for your iPad, but I like this setup. I've been using this setup for a year, and I am one to continuously change my setup of everything until I feel like it works the best. It is the most efficient it can be, and I really feel like this is just about it. They just started making cases that have the a holder with the pencil on the side. I might give that a try, but I like that my pencil is protected within this case, and it matches this particular rose gold case really well. I'll link this case and this holder for you, because I really like this particular case. A lot of cases don't cover the buttons, they're open here. That's just something that's always bugged me. So this particular case, I like that it's got the like see-through pink back, but it's also got covers that, excuse me, the little silicone on here covers over the buttons. So I really like that. So just a little added protection, and so I appreciate that instead of just being, you know, open. Also, moving on to the watch. So I have, like I said, I have the sport band. So it came, the Apple Series 1 sport watch. So it came with the sport band. It's very comfortable. The band that it comes with is very comfortable. It does take an extra second to get used to how to putting it on. It's kind of backwards. If you have the watch, you know what I'm talking about. It's a little bit awkward to put on. So what I find that I use most of the time is this like knockoff Milanese watch band, and it's magnetic, so I love that. So for putting it on, not only does it look a bit classier if I'm wearing a nicer outfit, but it's super easy to put on. So you just slide it to whatever you need. I have a friend, and her wrist is like the tiniest little thing that you've ever seen. This is too big for her, even though it's a small one. She's able to move the magnet all the way over, and it fits her little wrist. So whether you have a larger wrist and you have to wear it over here, or smaller wrist, I really think that you'll like this band. Again, it's just an aftermarket $15 compared to the, you know, $80 or whatever the Apple brand one is. I've had this one about a year. I'm not having any issues with really any like chipping or anything like that. It's held its color really well. I didn't get the rose gold. I actually got, it's called an antique gold finish. So I'll link it below, but that's because I put this little gold cover on it, and I just think that's a really nice, inexpensive way to change up the look of your watch. It's kind of a little annoying to put on this little cover because it makes it difficult for you to slide in and out your watch bands when you have the color on here, the cover. But I really like having the cover. It's just a little added protection, and depending on what I'm wearing, if I don't want the pink to show, then I can just throw this little cover on with my little gold band, and then it changes up the whole look versus it being pink with the sport band. So I would definitely recommend one of these little Milanese new loops. Like I said, if you have a dress to your outfit on, you can, you know, throw this one on. Just looks a little bit better. But too, like the ease of putting it on. Like I said, I find myself wearing it all the time because it's just so easy to put on. The one thing I will say, it's a strong magnet. So it's nice because it's not going to slide off on your wrist. I don't have a problem with it loosening. But it is, if you're like, I've been at like, you know, diners or whatever, tables out to eat, and there's something metal by, and my watch will stick to it. I've like rested my hand on something and it's the magnet stuck. So that's happened a few times. It's not a deal breaker for me. It's just something like FYI. And then my last thing is this little stand, and the brand is iVapo, I-V-A-P-O. And so I'm not necessarily recommending this stand in particular. It's the concept of this stand. I do like this stand. I love the rose gold. I love that it fits my watch and also my phone. So you just, you know, you stick your phone in here, you have your watch on here, and it's just a really nice little display for your nightstand versus having this plugged in over here and then having your watch kind of sit awkwardly just on the disc, because my disc, my watch was always falling because the weight of the watch would slide it off my dresser. So I really like having both of these together. See the time, both together. This particular stand was a little bit annoying to set up. You can see that it's got screws. And so it took me like 15 minutes to put it together. I don't know, maybe I'm just slow, but there's like a whole little intricate weaving of the cord going on back here. So it took me like a few minutes to put together. It had little screws and little knobs and everything like that to get everything fished, to get the cord fished through. So after that, I really like it, but I'm thinking perhaps maybe you guys can find one that's a better setup, but that will do the same thing. But the whole idea is I really do like the concept of having a stand like this on my dresser. Looks pretty, when you have both of your things set up, but it's just nice and quick in the morning to have, both of them together. And like I said, when I just had it on the disc charger, it was constantly sliding off my dresser. You don't want your $300 watch sliding off your, dresser. There's breakable parts here. So yes, I really like that. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I will link to all of these products down below. Again, like I said, these are all aftermarket products. They're pretty reasonable to buy. The case is $15. The little pencil holder is probably $6. The watch band, $15, but these have really made a difference, like I said, in keeping my stuff together and keeping me more efficient, more organized, looking better, taken care of, less scratches, because if you guys know, as with any technology investment, in my case, Apple, you're putting a lot of money into these devices, so you want them to work the best for you. You want them to last as long as they can. If you found this video helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, and I would love to hear in the comments what other videos, especially as far as tech goes, that you would like to see from me. But catch you in my next video. Thank you so much. Bye.